Hi, my project was evaluating the teamwork skills in an engineering problem solving course. My name is Kendra Wallis. I'm Assistant Professor of Instruction for the College of Engineering at UTA. I want to start by acknowledging that we're having this professional learning community showcase online due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, and I'd like to offer UTA community support to everyone. Hope everyone is staying safe out there. Teamwork is important to employers. We know that employers value teamwork skills, and we know that engineers work in teams. So teamwork is especially important for engineers. We want them to develop those teamwork skills in college, and we know that assessing those skills for teamwork is challenging. One of the challenges is simply, what is a team? So we've used this definition of a team from the literature. Teams are composed of individuals who have a shared collective identity, have common goals, are interdependent in terms of their assigned tasks or outcomes, have distinctive roles within the team, and are part of a larger organizational context that influences their work and that they can in turn influence. The students involved in this survey are in the engineering problem solving course, which is a freshman level high enrollment course, and they're asked to do a team project, and they're divided into 3-member teams for this team project. After completion of the project, then they're asked to do this survey to assess their teamwork skills, and they evaluate themselves as well as evaluating their teammates. The survey 1.0 was done in the spring of 2019. We surveyed about 500 students using a survey that was based on the Association of American Colleges and Universities value rubric. It's divided into 5 domains, and the ratings are from 1 to 4, where the expectation is that a 1 would correspond to the teamwork skills for a freshman in college, and a 4 would represent skills that would be expected for a senior. We found the average ratings for that survey were between 3.5 and 4, which indicated senior level work, even though it's a freshman level course. This caused some questioning of the validity of this assessment. So the survey 2.0 this semester was done using the Team Up rubric, which is found in the literature. It's also based on the AAC&U value rubric. And so in fall of 2019, we received about 900 responses. The results I'll present here represent 195 3-member teams. The Team Up rubric represents 5 domains that represent teamwork skills, but each domain has 7 questions. Instead of rating using numbers, a color scale has been used, where green exceeds minimum expectations, yellow is for meets minimum expectations, amber for does not meet minimum expectations, and red for unacceptable behavior. The color scale was used in hopes of reducing the tendency for students to rate all 1s. We're hoping to increase the integrity of the survey. So here are some results where, to quantify from a color scale, we set green equal to 1 through red equal to 4. And remember, there are 7 questions per domain. So a minimum score would be 7, indicating 7 greens. Maximum score would be 28. So these are the 5 domains in the Team Up rubric. They're project planning and team coordination, fostering team climate, facilitating the contribution of others, managing conflict, and contributing to the team project. And you can see that all of these values are around 9. All of them are somewhere between 8 and 10. Here's a graphic that represents these 5 domains. So these are average scores for these teams of 3. Remember that lower score indicates better teamwork skills. So fostering team climate has the lowest average score, and contribution or contributing to the team project has the highest score, indicating the worst teamwork skills according to the student's own assessment. We were not able to determine why. There's some difference here, but that's something that we would like to investigate further. We also looked at teamwork skills by team gender composition. That is, these are teams of 3. And so we might have teams that are all male, teams that are 2 males and 1 female, teams that are 2 females and 1 male, or teams that are all female. Now, again, the green was equal to 1, red equal to 4, but now we've averaged over all 5 domains. So since there are 36 questions total, the minimum score here would be 36, and the maximum would be 144. So you can see, again, that most of these are close to green, but what's noticeable here is that teams with 2 males and 1 female perform statistically significantly worse than all other gender compositions. Again, here's a graphic representation of that data, and you can see that teams of 2 males and 1 female have the highest scores, indicating worse teamwork. A lower score would be better teamwork skills. Again, we're not sure why this happened, but we do think it bears investigation. So, looking for good teamwork skills, we know assessment of teamwork skills is difficult. Because we use the Team Up rubric and it has psychometric validation in the literature, we think it's a more valid tool than our previous tool. The color scale may increase the integrity of the results, and we see that students still believe that they're generally good teammates, which is probably a good thing. Gender composition seems relatively unimportant except for the case of having 2 males and 1 female, which is good to know. So assessment of teamwork skills should continue. We know the validity of this method needs to continue to be investigated, and we think that the development of teamwork skills should be intentional. For example, we'll be using the teamwork handbook in some future surveys. We also know gender composition should avoid teams with 1 female and more than 1 male. So our future work, we want to improve on the Team Up rubric. We want to reduce the number of questions, 36 questions, 3 times, evaluating 3 team members. Seems a little excessive and maybe burdensome to students. So we want to reduce the number of questions. Believe we will maintain the color scale. We'll try to investigate further the integrity that produces. And then we'd also like for other variables that might be contributing to some of these differences that we see. Thank you.